You and I, we both remember back in the day when we wanted a job, we had to sit down and write a resume and a cover letter. Fun, huh?
Yeah, the kids today would be like, what's that? Well, now artificial intelligence making the process a lot easier. But are there any consequences to all of that? Monster.com career expert Vicki Salemi joins us right now to talk about AI and the job application process. Good to see you. So how are job seekers using artificial intelligence nowadays?
They're using it, Candace, to find a job in terms of creating a new resume and cover letter. And Monster conducted a poll, and 1/3 of job seekers are using AI to find a job. For the resume, for their create a resume and cover letter for them.
Yeah, okay. And for those people that are not too familiar with AI, what are some tips to use AI to help them build that resume?
If you're using something like ChatGPT, you would just literally type, write my resume, and then identify your skills and experiences, get very specific, but it's important for it not to read like a robot created it. So you need to revise and tweak it, and also read it aloud to make sure it sounds like something that you would actually write.
And even the cover letters are pretty easy. I've used it for cover letters where you put in the job description and you put your resume in there. And I have never sounded as good as what ChatGPT produced for me. But if a hiring manager, Vicki, can tell that basically a robot wrote your resume or cover letter, are there any consequences?
Well, I want to back up because I don't know if they'll be able to, because it can be very nuanced. Like your example shows like, wow, this was an amazing resume. If it looked like someone wrote it. And some people also hire professional resume writers. So a hiring manager may not even be able to detect whether or not you wrote it or someone else did or a robot did. But if they did, then they may not, unfortunately, even want to interview you for the job.
Yeah. And is it obvious? I mean, I know you said it that sometimes it's undetectable, from the employers to see if you use AI, but is there anything in there that it's obvious that AI is writing a resume or cover letter?
Not really. I mean, it depends on the situation. But for instance, in our poll with Monster, there was a cover letter. And if I didn't know that AI had generated it, I legitimately would have thought someone wrote it, because it covered all the talking points that you need to cover and you need to include in a cover letter. So it was pretty accurate.
Except for that little part at the bottom where it says produced by ChatGPT. That might be the telltale sign. What do you think is the biggest mistake that job seekers, human or robot, actually make on their resume or cover letter?
They don't necessarily tie their skills and experiences back to a job. So when I worked in corporate recruiting, and I want to say I used to look at a resume within 3 seconds, I knew whether or not it would be, yes, I want to proceed, or no, I don't. So I wouldn't necessarily think now, oh, did a robot write it? I'd think, is this person qualified? Do I want to speak with them? Why would I want to hire you? So it's really important for the job seeker to keep those questions in mind, to tie their resume back to the job description they're pursuing, to highlight those skills and experiences, even if they've never done the job before that they want to pursue, to include the transferable skills and experiences to that job that they want to get.
Yeah, certainly interesting how technology changes everything. I was just telling Candace that I wish we would have had this when we graduated college.
Would have hoped for a better job than you have today. Is that what you're saying? I see. Vicki, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
For more career advice and job openings, check out monster.com.